Hello, friends. What is going on? And welcome to a market update from the Yarcrypto. My name is Groovy, and today I have with me here Legal Talent. Hello,
How you
Legal.
doing, people? Welcome, welcome.
So today we're gonna take a quick look at BTC and sort of give you guys an update on how are things in the market right now, and what levels to look at, and what is the kind of big picture that we can probably forecast for the next few weeks or few days. So we can start by looking at BTC here. This is the daily chart that I have, and we have our little range here. As you guys know, 30k, 40k the top here, resistance, and our support here at the 30k range. And then we have our middle range here, 35 as well. Um, and right now, we have this little local support here that I have, which for anyone who doesn't know, this is a fib retracement from this swing low over here to this swing high here. So the current move, and we have our golden pocket here. As you guys see, we reacted to it on several occasions. So this is the current kind of support that we have. But if we take a look here at the structure here for BTC, you guys can see that we are still in a downtrend, unfortunately. So we have a series of lower highs here and lower lows as well. So until this breaks, I would say we're still bearish. And looking at the EMAs as well here on the daily time frame, we have the 21 EMA here, and it's still acting as resistance here for us. We have been
Yeah.
rejected numerous times here, and so yeah, until at least the 21 EMA breaks, we're still bearish, I would say.
Yeah, and just to give a potential pattern that may be playing out for Bitcoin at the moment on the bearish side, we do have this downtrend or this movement to the downside, this impulse move that happened recently here on the 1 hour chart that I have. I can switch to the 4 hour, but for this pattern, I'll switch to the 1 hour so it can be a little more clear. But at the moment, we are dealing with the potential M formation. And if I get a tool here for here just to outline for you guys the path that we're taking, we have here this formation that I want to outline. And usually, what we do after we form the last leg of an M or W formation, we come back to retest the neckline of the pattern, which would be over here on the 33.5 level. So, what would be the technical target for a pattern like this? At the moment, the technical target is thereabouts around 30,800. And to get to that target, we would measure the length of the final leg of the pattern and put that against the top part of the high of the retest on the neck. And that would give us this technical target of around that zone. So, this is something we want to look out for. We do have this diagonal support and resistance line that, we did respect recently. There's two touches. So, usually you need two or more touches to confirm some kind of support or resistance. So we have two touches there. So using this, I'm going to show you guys another chart here. I was charting for a potential bullish scenario for Bitcoin if we do respect this kind of newer localized diagonal support line. And with the fib retracement from this impulse move to the downside, we have here that the price is respecting the zero point 0.5 fib level at the moment. But what we could expect to see is some possible consolidation, maybe a move to retest this support and resistance line, or quite even possibly, we can find some support here on the 382 and create a leg to the upside. But as always, there are some other signs that we need to look out for on the bigger picture. This is the 4 hour and 1 hour. And so, if I can just pull up one more chart here that we've been tracking for quite some time, The RSI is a really useful indicator. It's a great tool for tracking trends in the market. And although you see all this price action going up in this Elliott wave move that we did with this impulse move on the first leg here, if I can get my highlighter for you. So we did the first impulse move, correction, second impulse move, correction, but did not cross height the high of the first impulse move. Then we did the final leg of the Elliott wave, and then we were on this kind of ABC correction up to this point where we are right now. But if you can notice here on the RSI, we have this long-standing support and resistance line that we've been dealing with since the beginning of the year in January, where each time the RSI has come up to this line, we found resistance and have not crossed it. So at the moment, it does look like we are making more of a go at it, but it does, you know, excuse me, not that it does, but we are remiss if we do not let you know that this is here and we did get rejected recently, and it's part of possibly why we had this downtrend, on the daily as opposed to making a move to the upside. So that's
Yeah,
something to look out for.
yeah. And just to complement what you were saying, that legal
Hmm.
there, there's another thing that we can look at the daily. If I just get rid of this sort of support here that we have, there's another retracement that we can make, a bigger one, and that has a little more confluence than the local one that I drew. And it is from this swing high here on the top, my magnet here, all the way down to the swing low at the bottom of the range. So as you guys can see, I'll just change the model here for you guys. And in this retracement, we have a bunch of things that we can sort of look at right here. And the first one is that the immediate one, for a better word, we are testing right now the 382 level as a resistance on the daily time frame. So because as you guys can see, we broke below that on the last daily candle, and now we are facing resistance in this level. So I would say, if we close above this 382 level here, then it's possible that we can make a run again for the 35K, try and
And the
retest it.
argument could be that it would be a fake out move to the downside on the daily, given that we didn't close the candles below, so to speak. We did
Yeah,
that move down and move directly into the zone, quite right back.
yeah, yeah. So, well, we are trying right now to get above this level.
Yeah.
And but so far we couldn't. So that's gonna be our kind of thing to watch for today, if we can retake this level, because if not, then we are probably going a little bit lower here. I would say the 23.6 is our next kind of zone to watch, which is the 31K.
Yeah.
um, and also, if we look at the that previous pattern that we had, which is the triangle, our target for that triangle that we broke out of is all the way down here at the 28K, right? So
Yeah.
gotta watch out for that. However, there is the case to make here. If you guys pay attention to this little area here, we could be seeing a sort of falling wedge pattern here if we kind of take this moves here as touches
Hmm.
on the trend line. So keep an eye on this as well, guys. We have this upper resistance diagonal line here that it's probably gonna be relevant. The question is if the bottom one is gonna be relevant as well. So yeah, keep an eye on this as well, guys, for sure. But moving on, I think we can move on to Ethereum, right?
Yeah. Let's work on
Um,
Ethereum a little bit here for these guys.
yep. So what I had here from yesterday as well was the 4 hour chart, and I've been following the 4 hour here for a while now. And as you guys know, we had this big rising wedge here, and we broke to the downside. And the support that I had here for us was the 2100s, thereabouts. And we spent a little time here a few days ago and couldn't hold it as support. We fell down and tried to get above it again, but we kind of retested it as resistance, and now we are selling off once again. So yeah, the next support that I have here on the 4 hour for us is it the 2K level flat. Um, so that was a pretty significant move on the past as well. So we may see some reaction to that for sure.
Hey, Bart, welcome, Bart. We have Bart joined us here in the chat as well. Hope you're
Hello,
feeling
Bart.
better.
What's up, Bart?
Yeah, so if I can pull up my chart as well, we have a similar situation with Ethereum here and a potential for, an M pattern that is playing out here. I have the 4 hour chart for you all. And, if we look here, we had a perfect retest of the neckline on this pattern that starts here from, the 2nd of July, going up, coming down, and forming this pattern. But, again, we do have a lot of news coming out for Ethereum, in the recent month here, and so I would like to see how that's going to affect how this stuff plays out, because one thing we do need to take into account is that although we may have all these beautiful patterns in the charts, a lot of times we can't ignore the fundamentals behind it. And one thing I can bring up here on another chart I was tracking recently, this is the daily chart for Ethereum, and we have this diagonal trend line that I've actually recently just drawn from these 2 points here, the two most recent highs, but I can actually go here and move it back to this point here because these are 3 touches on this line. But if you can see, this line actually goes back pretty far. And at the moment, we had this diagonal support and resistance line that went back from, what's this, January, the beginning of the year, and all the way up until now, just like Bitcoin with the RSI, we've been, respecting this line and finding support on it each time. But then in the
Yeah,
most recent days, we are finding resistance. So that's something that we might want to keep into account too and keep on our radar, because we may see some more bearish patterns playing out if we are, trading on resistance instead of support.
yeah, crazy. That trend line is. I didn't even
Yeah,
think about that, but yeah, it's crazy confluent, man.
it goes back
Uh,
really far.
yeah, for sure. And the only thing here that we gotta watch out, guys, is because Ethereum surely we're gonna have a big month for Ethereum for sure. But the question that I have on my mind is it gonna be one of those times where you buy the rumor here and then you
Hmm.
sell the news? Because if the target, the technical target for this falling, for this rising wedge is still in play, and that is all the way down here at the bottom at the 1700s. um, and it seems like we are well on our way there. We're gonna have to see how this support is gonna hold the 2K,
Yeah.
because if we lose 2K, then I think things can get pretty more, even more bearish than they are now. Um, but yeah, we're gonna have to see how the news is gonna actually influence the price here.
Yeah. And it really
For
depends
sure.
on, because at the moment we do have this huddle mentality with Ethereum, and a lot of people, and especially on-chain data is showing that, people are accumulating Ethereum, which is also helping drive the price up. But how many of those accumulations and wallets are part of people, like you said, buying just so that way they can sell at a profit and
Yeah,
make money, which at that point we will see a dip in the price when people start selling off.
yeah. We saw what happened with ADA back then in the Coinbase listing.
Yeah,
So gotta be careful, guys. As always, trade between ranges here, so you guys can be safe, because
And
If you're
don't forget
trading
to use
this,
stop losses as well. Yeah.
exactly, yeah, trade safe, guys. But I think that was all that we had for this update.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have anything else to show, Oligo.
No, we just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the market. Yes, so that way we know, for the most part, some levels to watch out for, what's going on, and just to give you guys some insight as to some of the things we're noticing in the charts, which you may not have seen, from
Yeah.
a different set of goggles, so to speak.
Yeah, okay then, guys. So as always, if you want to see more of our content, you can access yarcrypto.com, our website. We also have our news website, which is yarcryptonews.com. And if you guys want to talk, we also have our Discord community. There's a lot of really nice people there that you can talk to. We do live TA every day. So if you are interested in that, you can please consider checking it out as well. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Groovy and Legal from
Yes.
Yarcrypto.
We love you too, Bart. Take
And
care.
bye bye, guys.
Have
Bye
a good
bye.
day.